You're about to enter a dimension where time and space work backwards. As you pass through the door of imagination and step over the threshold of rationality, be sure to wipe your feet on the doormat of probable cause. You've just sashayed into the what-if zone. The year? A long time ago. The place? Egypt. Joseph, the 11th son of Jacob, sold into slavery by his older brothers, has risen to second in command of the mighty Egyptian empire. And the very brothers who sold him into slavery are now at Joseph's mercy.
Brothers, what is this?
Oh, Joseph, have mercy on us for the horrible things we did to you.
For mocking your dreams.
For selling you into slavery.
For wearing your coat when you weren't around.
Oh, my brothers, fear not. What you meant for evil, God has turned to good. I will take care of you and your children. It's okay. It's my pleasure.
A beautiful tale of forgiveness. But what if Joseph had not forgiven his brothers? What if, instead, he took revenge?
Oh, Joseph, have mercy on us for the horrible things we did to you.
Oh, my brothers. You think this makes things right? I spent 10 years in prison because of you. You threw me down a well and told Dad I had been eaten by wild beasts. You wore my coat. Who does that? You expect me to just forgive you?
Please.
Guards, throw these pretenders into the dungeon.
Eventually, Joseph forced his brothers to work on the Great Pyramids of Giza, but they were very poor architects, and the pyramids became cubes instead. The space aliens who had commanded Pharaoh to build the pyramids were displeased, so they shot a laser at Earth, and the whole world exploded. So goes another tale from the what-if zone. Join me again as we wade once more into the above-ground kiddie pool of enigma that is the what-if zone. The time, still a long while ago. The place, the land of Edom. Jacob has just learned that his brother Esau is marching against him with 400 armed men. Jacob brings an offering of 220 goats in hopes of assuaging his brother's wrath.
Jacob, what's with all the goats?
They are a gift. Brother, forgive me for how I tricked you.
Oh, Jacob, there's no need. All is forgiven. I missed you so much.
Another happy ending. But what if Esau had not forgiven his brother? What if he had instead sought revenge?
Brother, forgive me for how I tricked you.
You thought goats would make up for what you did to me? Goats? Like the goat whose skin you wore when you were pretending to be me and stole my father's dying blessing? Who does that? Hey, everybody, get him!
Esau captured Jacob and forced him to wear a moth-ridden goatskin and crawl around on all fours. After several years of this vengeful treatment, Jacob learned to communicate with the goats and led a goat rebellion against Esau and ultimately all of humankind. Goat scientists eventually developed nuclear fission technology, but without thumbs, it was inevitable that one day a goat dropped some radioactive material and the whole world exploded. Another harrowing tale of caution from the what-if zone.
We now return
Please keep your hands and feet inside the hypothetical situation as once more we enter the what-if zone. The prodigal son has just returned home, having squandered his inheritance.
Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.
Kill the fatted calf. Let us have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.
Oh, Father.
But what if the father had not forgiven his son?
I am no longer worthy to be called your son.
Yeah, well, you got that right. Get out of here. I've got one good son, and it ain't the son that's you.
Rejected by his father, the prodigal son cried and cried so much that his tears caused ocean levels to rise, disrupting global weather patterns, knocking the earth off its axis and plummeting toward the sun until the whole world exploded. Revenge is a sinful response that repays evil with more evil, and by taking vengeance into our own hands, we may unintentionally be interfering with God's plan. And that's an even more tragic ending than being thrown in jail, leading a nation of goats, or crying an ocean of tears. Think about that next time you want to take revenge, or you just might find yourself in the what-if zone.
And now the conclusion.